If you ask customers, what is it you're looking for, and are you looking for more interactions with the insurance provider, there aren't really many people who put their hand and say, yes, I'd love to speak to my insurance provider on a daily basis. I think what customers are looking for is actually a service that allows them to sort of get on with their life, but actually can step in and sort them out if the bad things happen.
So they're scared that by getting new technology involved, they lose control of the customers. I think that's probably comes down to a bit of scarcity mentality. I understand it, but if you are unable to deliver something or the best version of something for your customers, then you absolutely should collaborate with somebody that can.
So the question is, where do they lose the customer relationship? And I think at the front end of the process, when customers are shopping, marketplaces make sense. Further down the relationship model, they absolutely have a part to play. Of course they do, because they own the relationship with the risk, and if indeed anything happens, then they need to be able to service that in a very empathetic way. So they absolutely need a relationship with the customer. So I'm not proposing at all that they lose it. I guess what I'm proposing from the point of view of marketplaces, that they are prepared to push their products through marketplaces.
So I refer to it as invisible insurance. Okay, so this is kind of like you buy a Tesla and you get your insurance thrown in, or you don't see insurance as a separate line item, right? So you just know you're insured. So I think there'll be some insurance that's delivered like that, right? And as you componentize some of your insurance, so you get into smaller and smaller chunks of insurance, it's harder and harder to differentiate. On the flip side of that, you'll actually see, I think, insurers taking a much more holistic view of their customer, right? So if I start to understand your risk appetite, I start to understand whether you are a risk-averse person, right? I understand more about where your objects are, right? So, and I can start to do trade-offs that say, actually your home is, if you're not in your home, actually you're probably in your car, or you're outside, or you're travelling, right? And actually start to do those trade-offs. I think you'll start to see that becoming quite an interesting proposition that says, I'll insure your lifestyle rather than possession.
In the UK market, where distribution is so complex and competitive, and on occasions Allianz will be the distributor and the producer, but in many parts of the UK and increasingly when you look at more connected offerings, there's usually another intermediary in the middle. So yeah, I think it's why we as a company invest in our brand, to make sure that there's the awareness of what the Allianz brand stands for, so that you can get that sort of transmission through the distribution channel to the end customer, and it instills that confidence that they're buying a quality product at the end. So yeah, I think it's still very important.
Is customer relationships actually disappear for the majority of interactions. We're just there, insurance buyers are just there behind the scenes, flexing and adapting and making sure that the coverage is there that they need, but also we can step in and sort things out should the bad things happen.
We as an industry, if we can see that there is something out there that is productive and it's good for the consumer, we should embrace it. And we shouldn't be scared of that connection with the consumer, because you hope that you are adding value in another way, and if you're not, you shouldn't be involved in the process.